Hola. ¿Qué pasa? Oh, we got some earlier birds. I love it. Carol, hello. Sean, we have Leo with us today. Bill, how are you? Thank you, Carol. Kath, good to see you. Good afternoon, everybody. Daniel, thank you for coming. I'm good. Today was the marathon. Yes, I heard about that. Relaxing after Trevithick Day? Don't know what that is. Apologize for the heater if it's annoying. It's still a little chilly here. We'll have one or two warm days, but it's been rather cold. Usually doesn't start to really warm up here until after late May, generally. So the marathon was today. I'm going to guess that a Kenyan or an Ethiopian won. One or the other. Those people are amazing at these marathon type events. Speaking of roast, I see Sean had a roast already. What is the normal time on Sundays? Do y'all eat a roast? Like, what's the proper time, if there is even such a thing as a proper time for a roast? I do intend to make one day, or at least have uh, ask, not have, but ask my wife to make one. I don't know if it'll ever happen, but it'll probably. I can't imagine it happening, but because if it's 3 o'clock, we don't eat that early. See who else comes in today. No set time. It's usually just when you're hungry, right? That's the internal body clock is what tells you when it's time to eat. Oh, Richard. Am I saying it right? Trevithick? The Cornish man who invented the steam engine. We still have my book here. I got to take photo. The writing on these little pocket stuff is so small. Even with glasses, I have to take a photo of it and enlarge it to be able to read it. But every once in a while I dig in. But I have it handy. Usually if I'm waiting for something and I'm sitting at the computer, I'm waiting at something, I'll open it up and look at it. Can't be bothered today. Just had cheese on toast. I remember when I was little, younger, my mom would make me cheese on toast as a snack. I must have been around 5, 6 years old around that time. That was a big thing, at least in my house. It was easy, quick. I don't think I've had it since. So it's been a month since the last time I've seen you all. Um, in this month since the last time, some things new have happened. I will, nothing major. We are, uh, have been invited to go to Mexico for a birthday celebration. Yeah, a lot of my friends are turning 50. So the celebrations are much larger than normal. Uh, we went to Palm Springs back at the beginning of March. We are now scheduled to go to Puerto Vallarta, and it's like the beach area of Puerto Vallarta. Um, it's like Nueva Vallarta or something like that, and it's a all inclusive hotel resort. So and we all got really good rates, and it's actually going to be cheaper, or at least close to being the same price as going to Palm Springs. Um, I think the kicker is the airfare, of course. That's going to take it over the top, but um, the actual stay at the resort for the same amount of days. I'm going to be there for 4 days, I believe, 4 or 5 days. Um, is about the same price as it was to go to Palm Springs. And then we got a really good deal with airfare. We booked it all through Costco. I have brown sauce, Carol, and I've tried it, and it's interesting. Um, it's not really my go-to. I'm not a big sauce. Excuse me. I'm not a real huge sauce guy per se. But yeah, brown sauce is good. I like it. But yeah, so in July, we have a busy, busy month of July. We've kind of this whole year is just just stacked for my family and I. So in June, we have a couple things going on. We are in June, we're going to go up to Napa. We have a Napa trip that we're staying up in one of the winery places up there, doing a wine tasting experience up there. That's in June. I'll get to the. I'll excuse me. I'll answer your question here in a second. Excuse me. I'll answer your question here, Bill, in just a second. June, we're going to Napa. July, we're going up to visit my son Damien up in Sacramento, but at the same time, we're going to see a bunch of concerts. And then we come home. 4 days later, we go to Mexico for 5 days. Then in at the end of August, we're going to Labor Day, beginning of September, end of August, Labor Day weekend. We go to Las Vegas. We do that every year. It's an annual thing. And then at the end of August, in September, we're going to North Carolina. To look at two schools back in that area, Clemson and North Carolina State with Cooper. Then in October, we are going to, I believe it's October. It actually might be November. I can't remember. One of those. We're going to Colorado and to look at Colorado University. And I believe, hi, Elsie. Thanks for coming. JJ, hello. And then Colorado, I think we're looking at Utah, Colorado State. So, yeah, we are booked solid. To answer your question, the brown sauce that I was sent to me, let's see, I think it's Heinz, I think is who makes it, I believe. Yeah, this Napa is with one P, Napa Valley. It's just the big wine area, as you probably already know. Um, but yeah, I've actually never been to Napa Valley at all. Um, I've been to a few other one. There's a real big wine area down in Temecula, which is south of us. Um, but I've never been to Napa. Napa is more of the world famous area, so it'll be fun because I've never been. I wonder what the Napa in the Yorkshire Dales is all about. I wonder. Nico, thank you for coming. Western Australia. Hello. All right. Exactly. That's awesome. Welcome. Is this your first time on the live stream, Nico? Western Australia. That's cool. HP. Actually, maybe it is HP. Now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, busy. A lot of things planned for sure. Yeah, usually in bed. That's true. Well, thank you for staying up or getting up early. I don't know. Staying up. I guess it would be staying up late. It's early here. And welcome. 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 That's awesome. Michael, thank you for coming. Good to see you. I am doing fantastic. Thank you for asking. Michael's from Leeds. Sunny. Yeah, I'm hearing you all having some great weather. Yeah, I mean, Elsie, yeah, it is a tall bottle. I haven't had it in a little while, so I'm trying to do this from memory. It is a tall bottle, though, tall, thin, squared bottle. Carol, that's funny. Yes, I do love my naps. So Napa, right? It's kind of like saying having a cuppa. Well, I have a Napa for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna have to visit there. Let me see. Pull up a picture here. Oh yeah, that's it. No, 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 no. Actually, I don't know if that's it. I'm assuming that's. Oh man, you can't see that. Jeez, it's terrible. How do I? How am I able to show that? I don't know. That's terrible. But yeah, I don't know if that's the one that I have. It looks familiar. It's got to be HP though. Yeah. Sunburnt. Nice. I'm glad you're having great weather. Malcolm, thank you for coming. Good to see you. Or read you. Glad you're here. Um, yeah, our weather has been really funky. We've gotten a lot of water yesterday, and which is great. Oh my gosh. Well, Bill, I'll get back onto the to answer Bill. HP is from the UK and A1 is from the US. I have A1. This is definitely not because it. I can't remember. Someone had sent it to me, and um, I've had it a while. I've used it a few times. It may not even be good anymore. I don't know. I haven't used it in a while. The Yorkshire Napa may be Norse Viking. Guess just a guess and a coincidence of names. Yeah, I imagine it is different. Nico, I'm in Ventura, California, Southern California. It's about 30, 40 miles north on the coast of LA as a crow flies. By car, takes a lot longer with traffic and all that business. But yeah, Southern California, we're about, if you know where Santa Barbara is, we're just below Santa Barbara, south of Santa Barbara. They're about a 20-minute drive up the coast from us. So it's was born and raised here, and I've moved out, but I've always seemed came back. It's a great place to raise a family. So I'm so sorry, Carol. I know that was a bad idea trying to show my phone on there. I know there's a way to like share screens or something, and I am not sure how to do it. I've got to learn how to do things better to make the experience better for everybody else. But um, That's part of my charm is my ineptitude of technology. Um, A1 actually started in the UK. I love A1. Love it. I have it on uh, most steaks, hamburgers. It's great on hamburgers. Daddy's sauce. Almost 80% of place names in Cornwall come from the Cornish language. Nice. You've been here, Nico? You've been to what, LA? Or have you been to Ventura, Santa Barbara? Nice. 6 months. That's awesome. Did I feel the earthquake? Um, no, I didn't. And there's earthquakes every single week, at least somewhere close by. Um, I did not feel the earthquake. We've had a couple weeks ago, there were two really kind of good sized ones somewhere close, like in Malibu and stuff like that. I didn't feel either one, although uh, some of my friends did feel them. So 6 months in the U.S. Wow, it's a long time. I'd like to know what you thought. Oh, I just read. No offense, but kind of glad I live in and not in the U.S. That's great. Yeah, okay. No, I get it. I get it. It's not for everyone, for sure. It's it's in some places for sure. It's not fun. There are places in this country I wouldn't want to live either. 3 months in Washington, really, Elsie, really, 3 months in Washington, and that might be one of the places that I wouldn't want to go. Washington, Oregon, be bored out of my mind. I mean, I'm sure there's some pretty places there, but I've been to both and couldn't wait to leave. Okay, sauce, British made but sold in the US. There's a store um, that's close to me. It's called World Market, and they have a lot of products from the UK, food wise, chocolates. If I really wanted to get my fix on some of the great chocolate you have, I can go over there and grab it. They claim it's from the UK, but I don't, I got to trust them. But they have chocolates from Spain and France and Germany and, stuff like that from all over the world. Oh, Western Australia. So, yeah, WA is also the state initials, but it might be a W with a lowercase a. But yeah, that's funny. I'd rather be in Western Australia. So that I'm happy for you. That's funny. That's funny. I have not been outside the UK. Well, Bill, pack your bag. Let's do it. Yeah. Daniel, I'm with you. I know there's so many, like with my phone, there's so many things your phone can do, but I mean, literally phone calls and texting and taking video and pictures. Basically, but the phone can do so much more. and I just have no idea how to do it. Hey, John, how are you? Once again, whenever earthquakes in California are mentioned, I go to immediately Al Murray. It's not sanitary. Yes, exactly. That's a great bit. That was funny. That was one of the first things I saw when I switched from rugby to pop culture. But yeah, it's the USA's fault for building stuff there. That's so true. So true. Yeah, let me just say this, Nico. And if you're referring to like the division that you see on TV and all that stuff, it's not like that. That is all highlighted in the media. I live my life like I did 8 years ago. No matter who's in office, my life personally really hasn't changed other than prices of things, affordability. Uh, I mean, those are major things. How they affect you financially. Yes. Of course, I'm taking COVID out of it. That was something completely different. But, you know, for most Americans, life goes on the way it normally does. You do have to make adjustments here and there. But as for like violence or stuff you see in the streets or the stuff you see in the media, that's all so small, and you can go you can visit wherever you want and never see any sort of you know you will see the odd protests when Trump's in office. The protests are ramped up, and so you will see, even here in Ventura, you'll see people out on the street corner holding signs, but that's it. I mean, it's really, you know, when it comes to that sort of thing, you don't see much of a difference at all, no matter what. I have been to England, Wales, and hoping to go to Scotland and Ireland. I have not been to England or Wales, and hope to go to Scotland and Ireland along with England and Wales. So I'm right there with you. Trev, good afternoon. Good to see you. Yeah, I do want to visit Australia, and um, that's not going to be for a while, but it's far away. it's it's far, but I definitely it is one. I have like a bucket list, I guess, of 5 places to go, and it's definitely in the top 5. I would feel free to recommend a place to go. Of course, everybody wants to go to Sydney, but I imagine there's um, many other places that you would probably recommend. That's true. And well, if you're going to be traveling, you've got to have that ability to find the beauty in a lot of things that you know, especially if you disagree politically or disagree with the government. The country is completely different. The people are generally just completely different. You know, two separate things. But yeah, the heart is your home. That's true. Well, the heat. Well, it's not hot there all year, right? I imagine it does cool down a little bit. In Australia, to be honest with you, I don't know what their weather's like year round. Let's see here. Earthquake zones, like volcanic ones, are often agriculturally fruit. Yeah, that would definitely be here. Our agriculture here in California, we feed a lot of fruits and vegetables come from California, and that's why we have that constant battle with the water and the lack of their resource. I believe your man did Nelsie yesterday. I have a habit of nodding off when the sun's warm. Yeah, I'll tell you, when it's really hot, naps are great. Not to go back to the nap, but yeah, I'm off to Poland on for 4 days. Wow, 3 weeks in Ukraine. Yeah, I know you go to Ukraine a lot. I hope you're safe going there. But Poland, that should be fun. Um, how's our friend doing in Ukraine? Hope I catch her on YouTube every once in a while. And if you see her, please tell her I said hello. Let's see here. I'm afraid I regard persons who immigrate as deserters, but I live in the countryside where even with the refugee hotel, things are not that bad. Nico, I am totally respecting. Absolutely. It's okay. I get it. He's not for everyone. JJ, we all need some sorting. That is not unique. We all need some sorting for sure. Yeah, I do plan on, we're still planning on 26 to visit London. So, barring anything major, I mean, but I've got my wife on board. So we're just trying to get this through the college tours and get, once we have Cooper set up to where he's going to go to school, then we can kind of figure out and narrow down a timetable. But so far, that's right now. That's our plan is 2026 to get out there next year, probably later in the year. Cornwall, yes, Cornwall looks beautiful. I'll tell you. Well, I can't just say Cornwall looks beautiful. There's so many places in England and all of the UK, of course, but that just looks amazing. Amazing. 11 degrees. So that's Celsius. I would have to do the conversion. I have an app here. 11 degrees Celsius to, yeah, that's not hot. That's kind of cold. That's 51, almost 52 degrees Fahrenheit. Good. Good. Well, again, tell her I said hello, please. Um, Kudos to anyone going to Ukraine. Well done. Yeah, absolutely. Trev's been going a lot. He's been there many, many times for sure. Carol. So I'm getting from you, Carol, that you're never going to Australia. The weather isn't for you. Mm. Sorry to hear that, Bill. It's terrible. John says, I will just mention that I might have a Reform MP on Friday, which will annoy lots of persons. There's a by election on Thursday. Huh. Well, you'll have to let us know how that turns out. Nico says, favorite place I've ever been is between Mexico and Philippines. Cornwall is Cornwall and England is England. Duly noted. St. Ives. St. Ives, Cornwall. That's if I remember, I could be totally off base. Isn't that where they filmed um Doc Martin? Isn't that where they filmed that? Oh, that would be awesome, Trev, if you could. That would be great. I always thought maybe I should like try to reach out to her. I know she's got a lot of things going on, so I never really wanted to bother her, but I would love to have another conversation with her. It's been a year at least since we last talked in our interview. Um, but I don't want to be a pest. She's got a lot going on. Oh my gosh, John, that's not good. Okay. Well, thanks, Trev. Yeah, let her know that I'm thinking about her and wishing her nothing but the best for sure. So you're the 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 MP John, the MP before had to resign because he got into an altercation with somebody. Dang, it's not good. Who are you asking, Nico? Me or Carol? That's what we talk about this all the time. That's why I love you guys having your own. I was telling my wife this last night, as a matter of fact, that we're doing the live stream, and I said one of the better parts of the live stream is everybody kind of comes on and reconnects with all of the other people. and I'm just kind of sitting there reading, and I don't feel like I have to like talk all the time. And I just love it's just once a month everybody kind of checks in with each other, see how everybody's doing. You guys have your own conversations on here. I love it. I absolutely love it. Convicted of a crime having to resign. Dang. Bill, helping out. Uh, I don't know how to pronounce that. Mebian, Mebion. That is just phonetically. Kurnow. I'm not sure how to pronounce that or even what that is. Yeah, Leo. We cleared that bench off, and now he's found a new home there that he just kind of chills out. There he is. Just Napa. John Sainsbury's. Ainsbury. Hmm. You got to learn if you're going to be a elected official. You got to have your keep your cool. That's for sure. Outskirts of Runcorn. Interesting. Don't take off your winter clothing until the matte blossom is showing on the May trees. Not to do with the month May, but the coming of the blossom with the spring. Hmm. I have to go back and catch up here. JJ's only been to Liverpool once for my company, but I will always remember it for the kindness of people I met there. Yeah, I would love to visit Liverpool, of course. As you know, we just did a video yesterday on the pubs there. Um, some of those places look amazing. I imagine you can't go anywhere in Liverpool without some sort of Beatle reference, I'm guessing. At least that's what I hear, which is fine. You know, it's history. I mean, it wouldn't be that way if they weren't such a big deal, you know? trying to get Violet to come over and say hello. She wants nothing to do with me. That's what, Elsie, that's what keeps me from going to Australia is the distance. But I know I would love it once you get there, right? But it's something like 14 hours or something, I think. For me, it's pretty far. Definitely would like to go though. Perth. 15 hours. Yeah, there you go. Oh, you want to say hello? Hmm? Come here. This is Violet. I'm sure you all already know. Hmm? So we have Leo over my right shoulder and Violet. There you go, babes. There you go, babes. Oh, wow. Nico. I don't know how they would respond to that. That is not something we ask for or anything like that. It is not expected of anybody to donate any money. This channel is not about making money. I appreciate that. I will cover uh, the YouTube premium that I have. So thank you. Thank you. I don't know what to say. Thanks. Thank you. Been to Oz, very long journey, loved it apart from freezing cold beer. That's that's all I know beer to be is freezing cold beer. Um, but I imagine that's not how you prefer yours. Scarborough, Austria is a bit better than Scarborough, England. Probably better weather for sure. Again, Nico, thank you, and it's appreciated. But this is we look at this as like our family, right? This is like a family reunion. So you're part of the channel family, and we are just happy to be here. Thank you. The only way to drink beer is freezing cold. Yeah, that's how I always know how to drink beer. I don't drink a lot of beer, but when I do, it's freezing cold. Couldn't go that long without the tobacco nicotine count. Just wouldn't be enough. uh, at least the Beatles were real. So yeah, Daniel, it's so true. Shame when a place gets associated with just one small aspect of its history to the neglect of many other things. Oh my gosh, that is so true. That's why I like doing this channel. And what I really like about it is a lot of the suggestions I get from a lot of you are these more out of the way things, or not the most popular video on YouTube on that subject. You know what I mean? It's not what everybody's watching. So you get to see a different side of things. And it's one of the many, many things that makes our channel so enjoyable. It's the things I get to see. of course, we dip into the stuff that everybody knows about or has heard about, but we do a lot of things that are kind of not the mainstream, which I love. But yeah, the Beatles were definitely real, and they're huge. So it's hard to come out from that, come out from underneath the specter of the Beatles for sure. Because that's every time you think of Liverpool, right? You're thinking the Beatles, Abbey Road, you know, that sort of thing, at least in my mind. JJ, you gotta make plans. Do it. How far is it from England to Australia? The Germans never shelled Scar for Australia. That's funny. Mhm. Well, Aniko, again, thank you. It is. I appreciate it. I really do. I really do. Hope you know. Liverpool and its famous firsts. Yep, I'm sure there's many. Bill, thank you so much for coming, buddy. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you next month. But of course, we'll chat here on the channel. Thank you for coming. Really means a lot that you pop in, buddy. Have a great day. Let's see. Proper beer, proper beer should never be freezing cold. Eh, I guess so. I guess there's rules. But on a hot day, I'm not thinking about the fermentation. Have I still got Saltaire on my list? I don't know. I'm drawing a blank right now. Elsie, you have to refresh my memory. I'm starting to like panic. I'm like, what have I said earlier that I'm not remembering right now? See you, Bill. Yeah, I have to, Daniel. I have to kind of side with Nico here. I'm sure there's a proper temperature that all the different beers have, for sure, and I totally respect that. But if it's hot, yeah, I'm not thinking of that. I am thinking of something ice cold. Thank you for coming, Malcolm. I appreciate you. Thank you for hanging out with us today. Enjoy your garden. Yeah, I know. If there's a better time of day that y'all, so because I guess 3 o'clock is right in the smack of your afternoon. I don't want to, certainly don't want to have to make you have to decide, make it, choose between hanging out or doing something else. I certainly can go earlier. Talking to the Beatles, if my sisters was at art school at the same time as Lennon, she said he spent a lot of time in the basement smoking weed. He's creative. He's a creative artist. That's that was how he got the juices flowing. Gotta have a vice. Yeah, could be worse. I wonder if the United States has a Scarborough. I'm sure we do. Seems like there's probably a Scarborough everywhere. Yeah. Um, I'm just laughing at what Catherine said. That's funny. It is a dead giveaway. They saw you letting your beer get warm. But not all beer tastes good warm, right? Daniel, I appreciate the passion you have. It's true. We should just drink ice water. It's just probably a good rule of thumb anyway. Settled in Rhode Island. Shared grandfather with Lincoln. Wow. And related to the man who shot. Well, when you think about it, we're all somehow connected, some way or another, if you dig deep enough. Yeah, yeah. You imagine the family reunions. Scarborough, Canada. I'm sure I'm going to look up here if there is. There's got to be. There is. Looks like there's one in Maine. Of course, it's got to be Maine. Scarborough, Maine. It's a little town. South. It's about 7 miles south of Portland. There you go. Oh, there's one in Massachusetts. Nope. Scratch that. There's no town in Massachusetts. It's a typo. Is there one in Pennsylvania? No. So Maine. Looks like we have one in Maine. Exactly, Trev. Scarborough, Maine. Okay. It's on the East Coast. Whoa. Scarborough. Yes, that is. Oh man, I wish I could remember things better. Um, we did. I did see the videos. There's one. There's somewhere up there that I want to go to too, and I cannot think. It's like. Oh dang it! It's driving me crazy. I have to look it up. Um, there's a lot of little towns up that way. There's like right there on the East Coast. There's like three of them that I would like to go see. Whitby. Thank you, Trevor. Dang it. I makes me mad that I can't remember that. Whitby. Yes, I want to go to Whitby. And then of course go to Scarborough. Just hit all three of them. And isn't it? It's like the West Coast to East Coast, like walk. You can walk from one side to the other, and it takes you to the place that's above Whitby. Um, of course, that name is somehow slipped me as well. Doggone it. But yeah, Whitby. And there's a family member of the channel who has or did have, has or had, can't remember which, a gift shop in Whitby. And it was actually shown on the video that we were doing Magic Geekdom. They were doing Whitby. I love that video, by the way. And they actually visited his shop. I don't want to out him, so I won't say. Robin Hood's Bay. Thank you, Elsie. Thank you. Dang it. Why can't I remember this stuff? It's irritating. Nico, you have to take off. Please come back once we do this. Yeah, you got to go to bed. We do this once a month, buddy. Usually at the end of last Sunday of every month or so. So thank you for coming, buddy. And again, thank you for the donation. Appreciate it. The history of Scarborough is the history of England. Yeah. That's so true. You could probably, Daniel, wouldn't you? I mean, would it be fair to say that the history of X, could be, you could substitute Scarborough for a lot of other places as well. That's it, your country is just historically amazing. That's why I've spent so much time watching and learning from all of you. John Wilkes Booth's dad came from Liverpool. I didn't know that. Simon and Garfunkel song saying Scarborough Fair. Yes, it was an old English folk song. I am familiar with that. Robin Hood's Bay. Yes, thank you, Elsie. I'm starting to. Nico's has a job, I think, where he's a diver. That's awesome. Let's see. Scarborough Castle apparently changed hands 7 times during the Civil War, which is why the parliamentarians got bored and destroyed it. Oh, okay. So Robin Hood's Bay is in between Whitby and Scarborough. Okay. I knew those three were all pretty close to each other. I want to go to Norfolk for sure. It looks amazing. You sent me all that stuff, and every time I still have all my fridge magnets. So every time I open the fridge, I see Lord Nelson there, and the other one, and the other picturesque magnet you sent, and just looks awesome. So I always sit and open up the fridge, going, "Yeah, I need to go someday." Hi, Linda. Yeah. Um, hopefully I didn't. Hopefully I didn't tell you 4 o'clock. I thought it was 3 o'clock. 8 hour difference. 7 o'clock my time. Yeah, it's just we are happy that you're here, though, Linda. Thank you. You didn't really miss a whole bunch. Just me yapping. Someone give Nico a name for his uh, baby shark. I would I wouldn't know what to call a shark. Went to mass was a Lancashire man. Okay, yeah, look it up. That's it. That's a crazy ancestral conundrum having yeah both Lincoln and John Wilkes Booth. That's that's wild. I'm sorry, Nico. I'm sorry. Yeah, I actually know 4 Nicos, and they're all guys. So I apologize. That just kind of came out the way it did. So that's that's the perils of the live stream and not being able to see anybody. So I apologize and thank you. And we would love to have you back, please. Um, yeah, it's not the first time that's happened, and it probably won't be the last. So, wow, had the longest medieval fair at 40 days per year. Most places got a week. Scarborough has the earliest known house in the country, 11,000 years old. Wow. Well, if I'm going to go, Linda, if I'm going to go to Norfolk, I got to go to Suffolk, right? Beautiful. Yeah. I wish I had just unlimited time there. I really do. I really do. Mark the Shark. I love it. Thank you. I I'm I'm putting my hand up for Mark the Shark. Thank you, Nico. And sorry, it'll never happen again. It will happen again. I can guarantee it, but not with you. Hopefully you come back. Right. All right. You'll have to send me a photo. My email is in every video in the description. So it's Mark from the States at gmail.com. So you'll have to, if you have a picture of Mark the Shark, I would love it if you send it to me. That would be great. Bury St. Edmunds, yes. Ruins of an old abbey. The last patron saint of England, murdered by the Vikings, is supposed to be buried there. Juicy history. Love it. Sandra, afternoon. Thank you for coming and hanging out. Bye, Nico. Thank you for coming. Hope to see you next time. How you feeling, Sandra? You doing good? I hope so. See you later, Nico. It's only the remains of a house at Starcry outside town. Interesting. I had to go back and read what Catherine was referencing. That it took 40 years. She's now accepted, so that's good. It's funny. John, let's see here. It's on the German shelling front. Their fleet attacked Scarborough on 14th of December, 1914, killing. Dang, it's awful. Me giving me some grief still, but not doing anything on the moment. Yes, take it easy. You deserve. You work hard, Sandra. You work. You're always working. You need some R&R. You need to take a nice long break, get some rest for sure. You're always working. Seems like. That's funny. Oh, that's funny. Arthritis giving me left knee throb. Jeez. St. Edmund was a king of East Anglia. His body was buried in the abbey until Henry VIII was going to demolish the abbey, so the monks moved his body. He was proclaimed a saint. Wow. Germans also bombed Great Yarmouth as well. Sheringham. Someone has to keep. That's right. You are the one for sure. Nico, thank you again for coming. And you are always welcome back. Just know. And catch a video, comment on a video too, as well. We'd love to have you a part of this family for sure. Thank you again for everything. So, hope to see you again. Yeah, say hello to Mark the Shark too. And send me a photo. Send me a photo. Email is in the description. It's markfromthestates@gmail.com. Really easy. Edmund's head was supposed to have been found being guarded by a wolf. Oh, yeah. But that makes it the earliest known permanent dwelling beside an ancient lake, Scarborough. Also, the first seaside resort spa in the 17th century, the first purpose built museum of geology. That's interesting. And Mark, I'll try to get a good pic of Mark. Nice. Thank you. You have 2 minutes. 2 minutes for sure. Cars Pool and Whitby. Then we caught one of those raiding squadrons at Donner Bank and give it wow. Wasn't Edmund? Let's see here. Elsie just sent me an email here reminding me what I had forgotten. Thank you. Will do. Let's see here. I'll have to check that out. It sounds familiar. It does. Definitely sounds familiar. Wow. Yes. Yes. Yeah. The emails are there. I'm trying to work my way through them. I have talked to them. They did say they were heading back, but I haven't talked to them in a while, so it's good to see them back. I think we've seen a video, and I think that was a recent one, but I don't think it was this current visit. Yes, send me an email for sure. In our church, there is a medieval bench and of the wolf with his head. In the year 2000, Prince Charles donated money towards a tower being put on the medieval church. Interesting. Carol, can you hear me? Email me. Are you having troubles with the message? I see a lot of these messages getting retracted. Thank you. I'm wondering if, I'm just curious if JJ had a message retracted. Up there. There I see your. I wonder if it's because you had that cuss word on accident. Was the image shot through with arrows and skinned, or is that just me? Henry VIII's sister is buried in that church. She married the Duke of Suffolk. Quite a few different VE Day events going on. Yes, I know. 80 80 years, yes? There. Star car people are from most ice age population, which remains here today. Wow. Are you asking me, JJ? Uh, Ebworth? Are you asking me? Carol, yes, he was shot. Wow. Oh, you deleted this. Okay. I start seeing like a bunch of like messages being retracted. I'm just curious if it's an outside source because I don't want that. I want everybody to be able to say what they want to say. But if you're doing it yourself, then that's totally okay. No, I have not um, watched that yet, but I have it queued up. And if it's what I'm thinking, I'm hoping to get to some of that today. My wife's got to go to an event uh, for her job down in LA, so I'm gonna have some free time. So uh, hopefully to catch up on emails and seeing a lot of the videos people have requested me to see and stuff like that. So your messages are moving around in the feed. Hmm, that I'm not familiar with. Oh, okay. It's okay. I don't mind. I figured it was um, on accident, maybe. I don't know. It does. I don't care personally, but I don't know if there's like some sort of um, algorithm thing that's constantly monitoring what we're saying here or not. I don't know how YouTube works. Of course, nobody does. Um, and I was seeing all these things being retracted, so I thought, I don't know, but good. I'm glad it's not happening. Among the video. Oh man. Well, Daniel, now I've got to see that picture. JJ, what do you mean? Don't worry about your list. I try to watch everything that you send me. I know a lot of it I can't like do a video on, but I mean, if you're taking the time to recommend something, I'm going to try to watch it for sure. I have a lot of videos to get through, and well, I mean, I appreciate you sending it to me, so I definitely want to see it. I may not like comment on it though, but I definitely want to. If you are sending it to me, I want to take a look for sure. That could be because people are deleting stuff and I panic, assuming faulty too. Okay. Um, yeah, with messages going, it could have moved yours around for sure. Sometimes YouTube will only let me post so many words at so many words and stuff. It's yeah, I don't know how they work, how they do their monitoring. I'm sure there's some AI that's keeping track here, I imagine. I don't have any rules on that. Obviously, if not that I ever have to worry with our family here, but you know, there's always, hey, Leo. Um, I assume there's some sort of computer checking us, robot. Let's see here. Sometimes those are the ones at Habsburg. Sea is washed them away, waiting for the next cliff to fall for other finds. Interesting. You're very welcome, JJ. I should be telling you thank you. Oh, there's a limit to how many words, how many characters you can put in each chat or each comment for sure. Yeah. Well, we are coming up on an hour and a half already. Man, time just flies. The whole series of murals there saved by being covered in whitewash and then appeared, then uncovered in Victorian era, St. George and Dragon, John the Baptist head on plate, etc. Yeah, that's cool. You have to send me a link, or just I could probably look it up. I'm sure I can just Google it myself. You don't have to send it to me. I'm sure I can Google it. Well, there they allow X number of characters. It seems to be 200. Yeah. But yeah, like I was saying, it's like we're coming up on an hour and a half. Time goes by so fast when we have these things. It's like 1 minute we're starting, next minute it's already at an hour and a half. I remember when we first started doing these lives, it was just an hour, and it was like, okay, man, that's can't believe we'd already done an hour, and then next thing you know, we're on to an hour and a half, and it just goes by so quickly. I am going to have to get off here in the next few minutes because we have some things that we have to do before my wife goes to her event. So, um, but I certainly look forward to these every month. I really do. It's really nice to catch up with everybody more in a informal setting, I guess. Awesome that we had a new person jump on. Um, she was wonderful. Um, Even though I misgendered her, hopefully she comes back. Um, like I said, I'm sure that won't be the last time when you just see names. Um, I've known a good handful of men who went by the name Nico, so I just automatically went to, but I imagine that's probably short for something. But hopefully she comes back. That's wonderful. It was great having her, someone from Australia. And of course, all of you. Um, just, I'm so blessed. I really am. You guys are amazing. Hope Sean is okay. Yeah, I do too, Carol. Um, Pickering Church murals are similar. Thank you, Daniel. I will. I will. John, thank you for coming. Um, yeah, that JJ, you just nailed it. I could just come on here and just say hello and just allow everyone else to talk. And it's just awesome to see all of you reconnect every month, see how each other's doing. And I know you probably talk maybe on other channels. But I'm just grateful that y'all come and hang out with me, and we can just shoot the, you know, it's fun. It's fun for me. And hopefully, you guys have a great time doing it as well. And we'll continue to keep doing it as long as you'll have me. But yeah, we will call it a day. I hope that all of you have a wonderful day. We will be back to doing videos hopefully tomorrow. Um, thank you, LC, JJ, John, Daniel, Carol, Kath, Sandra, Linda, Trev. Be safe on your travels, my friend. Who else did I miss? Anybody? I think that was everybody who's still on here. Um, and anyone who hasn't commented but is on here reading and hanging out with us, have a wonderful, wonderful week. And we'll see you in the next one. Okay? Take care, everybody. All right. Bye.